M. Night Shyamalan is back. Split stars James McAvoy, Anya Taylor-Joy, and Betty Buckley. It's the story of a man with 23 personalities that captures 3 girls, and
that's the trailer.
That's really all you can talk about without spoiling anything. First off, James McAvoy was fantastic. Not only being able to play different characters throughout a whole film, but sometimes in the same scene. It's pretty impressive.
I agree. I really, really liked him in this. I thought it was really intriguing. There were a lot of funny parts that he did throughout the movie that really just tied it all in. Like, you've got your thriller parts, your suspense parts, and then you have these just, like, random funny moments, and it's really good. It's really great how it comes together. And, I've been a huge fan of James McAvoy since Narnia. So...
Yeah, Mr. Tonus.
And so I've always liked him, and I've liked the characters he's brought to the screen all the time throughout the years, and so I really like this one because I think it's really different for him.
And Anya Taylor-Joy is fantastic. She's got a really bright future ahead of her, and the way she's able to convey the character with her eyes, she's got these big, far apart eyes.
Doe eyes.
Yeah, they're mysterious, and she's really got that look for that sort of character.
And, I think... I was reading some reviews about this before we watched it, and a lot of them said that they didn't like this character's backstory and the flashbacks that were put into it in the parts that it was, and honestly, I really liked it. I think they dropped him at the right points. I think they put it in at the right points to kind of tie her particular story all together, and I think it gives her character this sense of vulnerability that you don't really see throughout it quite right away. So I personally really liked her backstory. I didn't think it was bad in any means. I think you kind of get it pretty much right away through the beginning, really.
And that's the thing about this movie and M. Night in general, is that he trusts his audience. He trusts that you pay attention to the details, that you wait patiently for the ending and for what's to come, because in the end it pays off. And this is a very patient, slow burn of a film. It's not going to be for everyone, that's for sure. But
if you haven't seen any of Shyamalan's movies before, you're not going to really, I guess, understand kind of what he's... Yeah, it's not going to benefit you. It's not going to... You're not going to understand what he's going for with this particular movie. But I don't know. I think even through all of his movies, I think if you just have the patience, like The Visit that he had, what was it, last year or the year before that? You had to be really patient, kind of understand what's going on in that movie. And so it's the same with this one, where you're kind of like, I don't know, this is kind of a little weird, like, I just don't get it. And then it keeps going, you're like, all right, I guess that kind of makes sense. And then it keeps going, okay, that makes sense. And then at the end, you're just like, holy beep, 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 bleep, bleep, that makes sense.
He has a way of building tension, not only with music, but just
throughout the whole thing.
Creating that sense of dread.
The dialogue, the score, the cinematography was really interesting and really good, I'd say. I don't know, I really did like this movie.
I'll be honest, for a while I was not that into it. There were a lot of parts that were leaving me disappointed and leaving a lot of questions, but until that ending came, it tied everything together, and that's what this movie is. It's all about that ending.
With or without the ending, I think the ending really helped build its story and its character, but even without it, I think it's just one of those movies that's just out there that you're like, I would have left without that ending feeling somewhat satisfied if the ending didn't happen. But with the ending that happened, I'm way more satisfied.
Well, what was impressive about it was one genre, and at the end completely changed into a whole different genre just because of one scene.
I'm really excited to see if and when Shyamalan does anything more with this, if he builds it on.
Depending on the person, you'll either be very disappointed or very happy, and I, for one, am very excited to see what he does next.
I agree.
I want to see the guy do well. I love the guy. I love a lot of his movies. He's on the right track, and there's good things to come for sure. Go see it.
Definitely.
What did you guys think of Split if you saw it? If not, do you want to see it? What's your favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie? Tell us down below. Always love to know what you guys think. Thank you guys as always for watching, and we'll see you next time.